That's right. You goddamn motherfucking guessed it. Listen, I'm sitting here and I'm watching everybody do updates and everything, and you're talking to people who already have an understanding, right? Because people are constantly coming back, and I thank those people for being super duper informative. I really, really do. And sometimes even for me, like when I'm convincing people to get XRP, like I don't mention shit about utility or usability at all. I just tell you can be rich. I mean, that is it. And I know that sounds stupid and it's dumb and it's speculative and it's risky. But people buy lottery tickets all day, and that's risky too. So listen, by any means necessary. And I say that to say this, XRP Army, better yet a Navy. I say that to say that we need to start, starting the rumor and then buy the news when it comes down to XRP. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I would love for that to be something that we do, And when I'm talking to people, I always tell them about, building generational wealth. And if I'm talking about XRP, I'll tell them about, hey, solves real world problems. Hey, it makes it cheaper to send money. It's probably gonna be a part of a piece of the infrastructure. It's where we're going in the future. Everybody's gonna be on it. Market opportunity, but people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear it, and I just be like, what? But when I mention being rich and the money, and man, let me tell you, this how they doing it, the conspiracy theory, this is the government. People be quick to sign up. And it blows my mind. But I can't be mad because that's how humans are. So one of the things that I was telling people is that we are not considering one dynamic when it comes to XRP going to the moon, right? And meeting our expectations and going to what we like to say is 100. You know, we we don't want to say that because we don't want to be wrong. But I, I'm not. I don't know where it's gonna go. I know it's going to go up because it's too much hanging on the line here. You've got partnerships. It's got partnerships with Amazon, and it's got it's got these different not exactly Amazon, but AWS. Let me not start that. And it's not really a partnership. It's just whatever. But you got all these big dogs getting in behind us and rumored to want a piece of us. And so we need to start our own grassroots movement, as in, hey, I don't care if I got to tell you you're going to be rich. Put $2-3 in there and just hold it, man. Put $5 and just hold it. And this is what I'm telling the youth. And this is why my thumbnail looks like this, because this is what attracts the people. They think, it's instant overnight. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to sell you on it. Just get in on it. Maybe if you see yourself make $5, $6, $7, you might stay in it and invest more. So that's what I'm trying to get people to understand is like maybe we need to start starting the rumor and then also buying the news off of our particular crypto, XRP, or tokens in general. Making it to the mainstream stage. They're going to do it anyway. So my thing is get on board now. I'm telling everybody I can really, hey, I'm not being a bugaboo. Just hey man, you got a wallet? Get you some XRP, and I walk off. And they're like, what you mean? I might explain a little bit, then I'm gone. And I always tell, hey man, I'm not that dude. I don't want to be that guy, but I do think it's important, and not to be that, and not to be that other dude anyway. But again, we can get our youth behind this, especially our young youth. So one thing that I definitely want to come up with was a particular thingamajiggy, right? And you probably already peeped the scene on it. Listen, Why invest in XRP? Right? And you got these young kids out here and they're playing 2K and Madden all goddamn day, right? And you want to explain it to them like what the future is gonna look like. So, I think about it as XRP is like Wimbanana, right? It's an alien. It can do everything. It's the future. It's built differently. And, disrupt the entire game. Way more efficient. He just does it. He's the future. He's just learning, right? We're learning the rules, which, right? SEC Clarity Bill, Genius Act, all this other stuff. We're learning the rules of the game so we can go hard and go win championships, right? And again, it takes a team. So we're not saying the XRP is going to dominate the market because, of course, Wimbanana is not dominating the market, right? He's losing games, but he's learning. They're putting pieces around him, which is other tokens, right, on other blockchains that's going to help us change the way we do things, right? It's more efficient. Now, you got your other big boys in there, your Bitcoin, which is your LeBron, right? And then you got your Ethereum, which is your Curry. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They've made their way. They're done. But the future is going to be XRP, barring an injury. All right. But even still, like I tell these young people, like, invest now. You're not going to use it. Let it sit for 4 or 5 years and keep investing. And you just want to put a little nest egg. And that's why, I'm passionate about, talking to people about XRP and opening up a wallet. Listen, I'm not going to sit up here and spew the newest updates and all this other stuff. I know enough from what they tell me to be convinced myself. My thing is, how do I get others? And yes, I can break down the numbers to them and tell them about market cap and squeezes and stock shocks and price shocks and where we're going and death crosses and all this other crazy. They don't want to hear that shit. They want to hear, am I going to make some money? And I just tell them, yes, dog, you're going to make a lot of fucking money. So share this because this is the future. Your money's going to be turned into tokens anyway. There's nothing you can do about it. Your money is going to be tokens. And when you finally come around with your old paper money, it's going to be too late to invest in the system that it has to ride on. So turn your money into tokens now ahead of some of your money, right? Because even my physical money is going to be turned into tokens. It's not just for me, you all, it's for me too, us. We're all going to be walking tokens inside of a bigger blockchain that's ran by AI. And I said it, right? So, and it's going to be much more healthier for us and for our kids and going forward. And again, people are going to say, well, AI is going to go rogue and be evil. Listen, it was built from the blocks up to be efficient and have a limit on it. And again, if it does do that dumbass shit, we won't be around to see it. God damn it, we're going to be old and decrepit. That ain't our goddamn problem. Right now, we got to take care of the bills for tomorrow. So I don't want to hear that. You tell all ass people who saying that dumbass shit, you ain't going to be around to see it. What the fuck you give a care if the machines rise up? Why do you care? That's my great grandson's problem to deal with. Right now, I got to take care of the generations before that motherfucker even get here. And so that's what I tell people. When I joke around and I have my conversations with people, and this is the factor that I put it in. Like there's an opportunity here, and I'm going to sell the rumor. I'm going to start and sell the rumor, and I'm going to buy the news, and we got to do our part to make sure that everybody knows about it before they get left behind. And I know that's crazy to say, really, right? And again, this is not financial advice. I must say that, right? I got to say that, right? Not financial advice. Do your own research, and this is based upon my research. I do think, long term, 5 years, right? Long term, but I just don't think it's going to be that far away because there's too much money to be made right now. And if you wait too long in the future, you're wasting money. Think about that. Think how many trillions of dollars we're going to waste by waiting 2 and 3 years for this to get on board, right? And America sees that, and the world sees that. The smart people see that. And so I want to beg you people out there that's just like against it and get on board. Go open your wallet, put your couple of dollars in there, encourage the people around you, especially black people. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You know, um, this is the opportunity to get on the ground's root. So, it's gonna get up there to, maybe $200 and $300 one day, and at least you got in on it, and it might surprise you. Me personally, I'm thinking right away dividends. I'm thinking this is not gonna wait. I think this is just gonna be like a wildfire, and we're gonna wake up one day and all be millionaires. And I truly, I hate to say, I truly believe that, but I truly believe that the people who got in super early and believe they're gonna be rewarded, right? And then they're gonna move on and they're gonna invest in the market, right? And then that's gonna trickle down to the people who got in secondary, who found out secondarily, right? And that's gonna be the guys who got in from like $1.50 to $2.50. That's gonna be the second wave of millionaires, right? If we wait long enough. See, these guys waited 5 years. We won't have to wait that far. It's gonna be cut in half. They'll be probably trillionaires. No, they'll be millionaires, and then we'll be thousandaires, maybe millionaires, right? And then the people who get in at 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, depending on how far it goes, they're gonna have to wait the long period of up and down and movement, if they even get opportunity to. You see what I'm saying? Because once people see this and they buy it all up and it squeezes, there's no more supply, right? There's no more supply, and it's going to be slowly emptied out over time. And, I just think that get in now, put in $5 or $10. I'm putting in every day myself. I'm going to try to get better at doing updates and being more accurate. I just like I like the free flow. I don't like to, but I'll get better at it if the channel takes off and is more popularity and people want me to do different things. But I just come from a different mindset of, even though I consider myself to be intelligent, I know what it's like to be there. I think we all do, but I know what it's like to be in the hood and have nothing. I know what it's like to have your lights cut off, your water cut off. Go with your phone off, sleep in your car, all this other stuff, not have money to do things that you want to do in life, and to work hard, put your head down, and invest in something. Much like myself, I don't really get behind nothing that I don't really believe in. I don't start telling people about something if I don't really believe in it. And I do really believe that XRP is the new wave. I don't know why I didn't find it a long time ago. But I wasn't in it as heavy. I was worried about, other things. So anyway, however long we were going, 13 minutes. Wow. So anyway, XRP to the moon, guys. Spread the news. Tell everybody that way. Yes, you have it. You're good. You're smart. You're intelligent. You're ahead of the game. But it means nothing if we don't get a groundswell to help push the narrative. Right, we won't see our $100. We won't see our $850. We won't see our $1,000. We won't see our $1,400. We won't see our $30,000 per stock until we start making everybody buy into it. Everybody buy into it, putting pressure. So anyway, that's my little message. Comment, like, subscribe. What it do, what it is.